they kind of needed to be said. There's a lot of things
Yeah.
that you say to people that are uncalled for and
Hmm.
not necessarily needed. But then there are some things like when someone says, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, and then they say, oh, I wish certain person was here and you weren't. Okay,
Yeah, that's like.
everybody says, oh, he shouldn't have said that to the little girl. Well, then
Hmm.
people brought up the point that, if she's old enough to understand what hate is and what she says. And the thing is, as you saw on his face, what she said hurt.
Hmm.
When she
Right.
when she said, "I hate you, I hate you, I hate you," I wish mommy was here instead of for you. And it's like,
Yeah.
what would be the appropriate reaction for someone to say? Would it be, I I'm sorry you feel that way? Would it be would it be I know the feeling? Would it be,
Hmm.
I'm sorry for existing in your world, but you're gonna have to fucking deal with it?
Wow. I
Or
think it's.
or is it, you you finally,
Wow. I think it's.
do you say, oh, finally, to the hell with it, and say, well, I hate you to you and your mom ruined my life? Okay, is that the first thing that comes to your head? Would you rather that be the first thing that comes to your head when you are fighting with a child? Okay, there are a lot of people who, when they're fighting with their children,
Hmm.
who the child for the longest time just doesn't like. At the end of the movie, sweet. The little girl, the
Hmm.
Jersey girl, at the end of the movie, they're doing a play at the end of the movie.
All right. Nice.
It's a cute play. He's raising this little girl with all these older men and a
Hmm.
woman, all these older men and stuff, and I'm how do I put this? And he's just kind of doing it by the by with the little girl, because
Yeah.
it. Okay, I'm sorry. If you all of a sudden are you're someone you had a one night stand with dies, comes up to you. If you all of a sudden dies, someone someone drops off this little girl that you don't know. Her
Hmm.
parent, or okay, there are two grandpas, an uncle, and then I think the lady's sister.
Hmm.
Um, I haven't personally watched the movie. My mom has.
Uh.
Okay, Russia, why the fuck you lying? Ukraine government sends buses to evacuate civilians from Mariupol. Mariupol? Yeah, Ukraine.
Yeah.
After Russia agreed to open humanitarian corridor. Why the fuck they lying? Why oh they
Yeah.
lying? And oh my god. Like, for fuck's sake. No, no, no. I don't believe them for 1 second.
Yeah. Neither do I.
Why the fuck you bombing? Okay. But no, and it's like, okay. Have you ever been in an argument with someone where you've actually said something awful?
Have I ever been in arguments and said something awful? So should I add like friends count? Does friends
Anyone,
count?
anyone. This is to anyone.
Oh, I I think to be fair, I don't know. I did. I mean, to be fair, I did sabotage someone like
Okay,
in grade school.
to me, sabotaging is okay. Sabotaging somebody is fine in my mind. I don't care. But okay. I've said some awful things to some people who I do love.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
and I've said some pretty bad things to other people who, I'm gonna be honest, probably necessarily don't deserve really to deal with, or who don't necessarily deserve to even remotely deal with the shit that I put them through. And
Yeah.
then at the end of the day, my narcissism takes over where I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. They're choosing to talk to me. They're choosing to do whatever with me. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
It,
Yeah.
it it's a them problem.
Yeah.
I'm changing myself, and that's the thing is I get a lot of people who say, "Oh, you're never changing. You're the same asshole that I met back the first time we met. You're never gonna change it." It's like, I mean,
Um.
people change.
Yeah, they do
People
change.
change.
It's just that like it's not very short, right?
It
It's just like it's good.
it's okay.
It's
If you expect me to change a behavior in
no, I mean like change like instant. Like oh, you're telling me that I did something wrong. Okay, I'll change it very fast for you.
I'll
No,
change.
it's gonna be like a long process, right? Right?
Mm-hmm. Basically, like okay, my change for me, and then it's like the people who are mad at you for not changing right away are
Mm-hmm.
also the same people who are toxic, literally
Oh, toxic.
toxic,
Yeah. Yeah.
who tell you everything. First of all, everything you do is wrong.
Everything is do is no, it's not normal. It's inappropriate.
Inappropriate, inappropriate bitch. You are wearing fucking bright pink socks, a bright froggy hoodie. No, 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 no. I got something better. Um, a bright. You're wearing a bright. You're wearing a bright. A bright. You're wearing a black and white anime hoodie. Not anime hoodie. Hentai hoodie. Or at a hoodie. Um,
It's called akehao. Akegao.
I, bitch, I'm American. Um,
Hey, Americans. Some Americans wear these hoodies, man, in schools, man. You
yeah,
never know.
those things are. I actually looked into actually going to go buy one, and I was like, I'm not paying $80 for this. I'm not paying $80
No,
for this. Fuck that shit.
$80 for this? No, no, nah.
Yeah, no. But then that's the thing is that those same people are the same people who, whenever you do something, it's always, and I catch myself doing this all the time. They're the one up men, who
Mhm.
who are like always saying to you, you got to do better, and it's like, boy, if I need to do better, and I get this a lot from like a lot of lower level people in Warframe, you got to do better. And I said, how come I'm master rank 29, have all the weapons leveled, have a teaching business, not only have a teaching business, but also um have a teaching business. I also have I have every prime for I have every prime frame there is except for Excalibur Prime,
Mhm.
and I'm almost MR30.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, Tenno.
where
Ready for
exactly do I
today's
need to
deal?
get better? No. Like, guys, I'm serious. Give me a place where I need to get better.
I mean,
It's like
I mean, to be
no. It's like that's what I say to a lot of them. Is like, God damn, like seriously, because just
no.
either tell it's like goddamn, either tell me where I'm going wrong or shut the fuck up, basically.
Yeah.
And it gets really, there are some people who it gets like really hard with, because you're like,
It feels like it feels like those people that like feel like they tell you something that's like like an advice, but yet they never kept the word, right?
or it's advice. They give you advice that they don't follow them fucking self.
Yeah, hell, I feel like they just stole that quote,
Oh yeah,
right?
like a wise man once said, "Every hole is a goal." Oh, dude, all jokes aside, but yeah, I've gotten a lot of people where they're like, "Oh,
I thought you'd want to
your
know.
business just doesn't seem to, it doesn't seem
doesn't
to
seem doesn't seem to running already.
you're or like what your parents love to do with me is like, oh, he's scamming you. No, I'm not. If I really wanted to scam you, I would charge you all $600 you fucking owe me.
No, of course, like not.
Like, god fucking damn. Just because okay, I'm sorry. This is going to be a little bit of a rant here. Just because I'm not on the starting page of this fucking website or any fucking website
Or
doesn't
any
mean that
platform.
I'm not as good or as skilled at video games as the next person who is who plays or
Yeah.
who streams. I've been doing this for
Mhm.
5 years and I get a lot of people, hell, I get a lot of younger streamers who ask me how I keep going, and it's like, cuz reasons. And then they just laugh and then I just give them the real reason is because, you know, what's the fun in life when you're not showing off what you can do?
I mean, true. I mean, to be fair, the reason why I started doing this like arts gig thing is because
Okay.
to be at first I don't have a goal when I was a kid. Like when my parents told me like where do you want to be when you grow up, then for the longest time I never answered that question. So
What do
now
you want
I
to be when you
answered.
grow up? I'm gonna
Wait.
be a potato.
Anyway, listen, we're getting off topic. I did answer that question for the longest time until I did. Like, when want to grow up? I want to become an artist. Now is your question. Your question before it said like, would I rather keep going or let my dream die out? That's the question that I needed like to think of really.
And the thing is
That's
that
your question.
the thing is that I'm not gonna let this streaming thing die out. I'll do this till I die. I can live off one viewer. I don't care.
No, I mean like you asking me about like would you rather take the leap or just stay there and let your ambitions at this rate I can't say ambitions because it's like a big ass word. Let's just say dreams die out, right?
Wait, are we? We're all Garuda. Okay. Okay. Okay.
You get what I mean, right? Double?
Readying reinforcements.
Yes.
Keep fighting, Tenno.
Garuda team.
But that's the thing is, I feel like adults from like
From like
I feel like adults from like your mom's time and your dad's time. I feel like your mom's like just a little bit older than your dad for some reason. But I feel like people from their time don't seem to understand that nowadays. Unlike back when they were, there's a lot more jobs that you're allowed to do without having to have training. Like, I didn't need training to be a YouTuber slash Twitch streamer slash
VTuber. Or a VTuber.
And yes, guys, I do have my VTube model out. I do make my own. That asks and kind of wants to know.
Yeah.
I do make my own, and I do use everything that I make. But nonetheless, I just kind of feel like anybody who is willing to look at you and tell you what you're thinking, like I've gotten a lot of people who tell me, okay, like this is gonna be hard. Okay, back in the day when I was in school, this is yes, another school-based story. I went to really bad people. Like, these people were some of the sweetest people you met, but their life is the kind of hard knock life that you only see in like just movies, where a lot of them were selling their PS2s to kind of get a little bit of money and everything.
Just to like get some food and supplies, right?
Yeah, basically. When there was help from the government that they could have gotten.
Yeah.
But back then, okay, I watched a lot of, which is the Woman's Network when I was a kid. I fucking loved Bridezilla when I was a kid. I fucking loved watching Tara. I loved watching all of that. And it eventually developed into a dream that I can actually never do now because, you know, agoraphobia exists.
Yeah.
That I can never do now. I wanted to be a wedding designer. They make fucking...
A wedding designer.
They make fucking $300,000, if not more, a year. So I was like, money!
A web design, huh? I mean, a wedding design. Nice. The reason why you used to have the dreams of being a wedding designer is because you like the dresses, right?
I actually, for the longest time after that, I thought, okay, I could go work at a wedding goods, or I could go work at a wedding goods store because I wanted to. But there were none in my area. There were tons of them. Oh, I was fucking. If my agoraphobia was kind of like a good goal, not like kind of give up streaming, but I would kind of go through that sometimes.
Because to get like extra, like
no,
get
not
like
even extra money. I would do it just for fun.
Just for the sake of it, right?
Yeah, because you know I love weddings. I fucking for some reason I've always loved weddings. Hate going to them, but I actually like weddings. And then that means think about this. Okay, if you ever go look up the show Bridezilla.
Bridezilla, okay.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting? Keep fighting. Another opportunity to
if you look
extract
up
will
that
appear
show, it'll show you, you know, the worst of the worst. One of them was this little Asian lady who her wedding designer was like her best friend, like one of her only. She wasn't rude by any chance. She was more. Okay, she was a Bridezilla. I will give her that she was Bridezilla.
Yeah.
But she wasn't like, okay, she's rich, okay? Let's just say that.
Yeah.
One of the most annoying parts of the whole show was her voice. This made something awful. Please, for anybody, know that this is actually how she sounded. She sounded like this. Whenever she wanted to find her wedding designer, who I swear to God hid from her most of the time, which was rightfully so, she would do this, Johnny, and she would call him like that the whole time, like he was a dog. And eventually he finally said, "Shut up!" He told her that he was like, just stop. He told her to stop. This was like
oh, god damn it. That was the day on the wedding. Don't tell me this right in front of the people, man.
He told her to stop. Okay, I do whatever you ask, please. I'm not a lapdog. Basically, it was basically I'm not a lapdog, and it's like I also wanted to be a wedding designer to basically be able to tell the bride, you know what? I may be able to get you whatever you want, but it doesn't mean that doesn't mean that your money can get you whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like, when your wedding's like, this is gonna offend everybody in the South. When your wedding party is the equivalent of a fucking bluegrass concert, yeah, I'm sorry, I don't think anybody's gonna want to say this, or just even want to really deal with that. Like, especially when most catering staff are black, Asian, other ethnicities. And stuff to where it's like, really? You're gonna say that? Like, note that I do love bluegrass bands. Bluegrass bands are where it's fucking at. That's good music. I'll show you some. I'll show you some of the good stuff later.
Yeah.
Okay, the song from Constant Sorrow. The song from, Oh Brother Where Art Thou? Man of Constant Sorrow. Yeah, that's a bluegrass song. That is one of the best bluegrass songs there is. Fucking love that song. Okay, one day, we used to, like right after we was done with school, because,
Right.
One day, all of us, even his granddad was at that moment. We just sat there and we started singing bluegrass songs because and one of them was Man of Constant Sorrow. I fucking loved singing that. It was fun because everybody knows that song. It's such a good song. I'll fucking show it to you. I'll have to find a good version of it, not like the fucking covers. The fucking covers are good, but I like the one from. But, okay. There's one thing that I've always just kind of felt like that's kind of off with a lot of people that I talk to. It's not even you. You're one of the people who I don't get the feeling from. I get a lot of the people who I talk to, and this isn't exactly even anybody I've ever dated either. Like, all the people who I've dated, like,
extraction
I kind of
is ready. Unless you can
that
handle
they're
more
kind
of
of
the
like
enemy.
little drama queens and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like...
Very impressive, Tenno. You held them all back. Time to get out of here.
Okay, and they're like, oh, yeah, this happened in my childhood. And I'm like, oh, cool.
Cool.
Cool, me too.
And?
Cool, me too. It sucked ass. And then I've gotten some people who are like, who get mad at me for saying, oh, cool, me too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Just stop. Basically.
Yeah, just stop. Just stop, please.
Stop being a sad Sue. Just stop being the one-upman Susan. You're the Karen who asks for the manager, but when the manager comes, you accuse the manager of sexual assault. Okay, I'm gonna have to do one more forma. That is... To be able to fit Umbra Intensify on this, I'm gonna have to do one more forma.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my lord. Okay, I'm gonna be hella honest about what I'm gonna say here.
Do you
I
remember
feel
the
like
Old War,
there are a
operator?
lot of people
Order
in
seems
this,
to have misplaced those memories.
on this planet.
Is your mod collection in order? No, I am not equipped to feel envy.
Yes, you are, Ordis. Anybody who doesn't say I don't ever feel envy are people who feel the most of it, or feel the most envy.
Mm-hmm.
And another of the bigger problems that I find with a lot of just like people that I meet in general is I find that a lot of them like to do the poor me type thing.
Yeah.
Where if you do one little thing wrong, you're automatically, a piece of shit.
Right.
And everything, and it's like, I really don't have enough time for anything to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, who wants to sit there and deal with this blatant abuse when it comes to stuff like that? Who wants to sit there and deal with constant assholery when it comes to, oh, I'm sorry, I just don't have enough time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, my dude, yeah, you do. All you ever do is sit there and sit on. This is just an example. All you do is sit there and sit on TikTok, or you sit there and you talk to other people besides me. And it's like, I just want to hang out. That's all.
Yeah.
And but then there's a lot of people kind of, who try to control other people's lives. Kind of like a good example. I really hate making this example. Like how you listen to your parents all the time, and you probably would be the best idea. And I only make that because it's the first thing that popped in my head. Give me a break. Where they're controlling you, but you just don't. But you feel like, oh, family comes first.
Right.
Family doesn't necessarily need to be blood. Okay? Where family, at the end of the day, with blood relatives, it's kind of a word. At the end of the day, they're blood just because they're related to you.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
If they use you, abuse you, look at you, call you stupid, they're not family. They really aren't. And if they're telling you that your friends are bad, or telling you that your friends are scammy or whatever,
Yeah.
then, you know, that's gaslighting abuse. That's straight up abuse.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's, if you believe in your friends, that's all that matters. If you need their confirmation to believe in your friends, then you're not someone's friend.
Extraction is ready. Unless you can handle more
You're
of
just
the
that
enemy.
person that sometimes shows up to the functions.
Yeah. Shows up to the function that nobody like knows you, right?
Basically, nobody knows you. Your friend is the friend is the reason that you're there.
Mm-hmm.
And you think everybody else but your friend
Our
there's a
position
scumbag.
has been compromised. Defend the cargo until reinforcements
Because you
arrive.
don't really know them, you don't talk to them, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's like, okay, I feel like with certain angles and certain ways, there should be exceptions to not listening to your parents. I think in a lot of religions, parents are wrong, which
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be honest, no, parents don't always know best. Everybody says,
Yeah.
oh, mother knows best. No, she doesn't. Especially since sometimes mothers are practicing fuck down the goddamn street. Okay? Like, everybody acts like, okay, family's where it's at. No. Family is sometimes even more abusive than that gaslighting fucking girl that you talk. There's something.
Oh, you mean like the one that I brought it up, right? Like the.
No, not everything's about you. I need to fucking teach you that. The fact that I have to teach you that. One
Marines
T.
inbound.
Fucking. Jesus. But that gaslighting girl that everybody knows. She's like, you don't do something for me, you're a bad friend. I'm gonna call the cops on you. And you're gonna go to jail for domestic abuse. That girl who everybody knows has all the power in the world, but doesn't even have no power.
Yeah.
And then that's the thing is that, okay, let's say that person who yells at you because you didn't get her back, or you didn't get her the chickens that she wanted, or the nuggies that she wanted, calls the cops on you. The cops say bullshit, and then wait.
Yeah.
What's her end game then? Is her end game then gonna call the cops saying he's harring me? Or
he's just going like straight up like just give you like not like a fucking fine. It's more like it's like a penalty for the woman, right?
Okay, they're in America, and I don't know if it's I know Canada, like, if you call the cops for unnecessary shit, you actually do go to jail. Like, if you call, like, the police officer, if you call police officers and there's, like, no real emergency, then you can actually throw you.
Oh, yeah.
Or, like, how about the baby's girlfriend, or ex. Where she called the cops and said he was abusing her, even though there's video proof of her abusing him and hitting him, and he told her to get the fuck out. Leave the baby, get the fuck out. And she took the baby and left.
Yeah.
And now me and my baby are safe. Maybe there's video proof that you were abusing him, so...
yeah.
But nobody, even with video proof of a woman abusing a man, no one's gonna believe the man still. Haven't you ever noticed that, like, with women's rights, women are always right, and men are the evil rapists and abusers. Haven't you ever noticed that is their new agenda now, that all men are misogynistic rapists and everything? Haven't you ever noticed that? Yeah,
I started to notice that on like one of the YouTube videos.
Yeah, you started to notice that on when you watch Roma together. Where women, where everybody are oppressed. Before somebody else and starts to call your name or daring to insult the feminine. Okay, a woman can be depressed postpartum and kill her children with no problem whatsoever. But if a man goes full depression,
he just
kills his family, probably not necessarily wife and kid, he kills the kids, and then kills himself, okay, he's a monster. But a woman who kills the baby doesn't kill herself and says the man was abusing us, I had no choice. When there was really proof that he was never abusing you.
At all. Yeah.
Abusing you at all, and what you're saying is completely illogical and there's no proof. So okay, how is that okay for a woman to do? But then, okay, everybody brings up the abortions and all that. Okay. It's a state-to-state thing. There's nothing you can do. Move to Minnesota, get your abortions in the state. It will help. We love abortions. We commit late-term abortions on adults. I like to call murder abortion. I like to call
yeah, I think that's your favorite thing to say.
You know I love saying the abortion joke while I'm playing fucking Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah, Jesus Christ.
Hey, Sindel, you wanted more kids? No, abortion! Abortion. Johnny Cage does that split thing. Vasectomy! You know, I actually remember Captain Falcon versus Johnny Cage. And I'm like, wait.
Oh, yeah?
Why? Why are they versus each other? They're not even close to, you know, even power levels. Captain Falcon's fucking ridiculously powerful.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose
Yeah.
to leave
He does like superhero feats.
Mm-hmm.
In Mortal Kombat first, everybody has at least a little.
I'm detecting a large security force heading your way.
Yeah.
It's the grenade.
So
why Johnny Cage exactly?
yeah, why Johnny Cage? Like, that makes no sense whatsoever. Like, why Johnny?
I think it's something to do with the like a theme, really, right? Like,
or
for instance,
or my moving theory is that they're just idiots.
They're idiots, and yet you still watch their show. I mean, well.
Okay, I love how you always bring that up when we're talking about something. I love how this is the same person who doesn't manage their money well. I mean, you're complete and utter trash at doing your fucking shit. So okay, your argument definitely isn't fucking valid. They're idiots, yet you still watch them. Yeah, I do, and Your arguments will never be valid against me because I don't give a shit what you say. So trying to argue with me is pointless for you. Like, okay,
I mean, well, okay.
I get a lot of people don't seem to understand that, okay, abortions keep women from killing their babies when they're alive. Where it's actual murder. Where it's actual fratricide, which is killing a family. Where it's actual fratricide, where it's killing a family. But nobody ever realizes the connotations of pro-life till it's born. Pro-life till it's born is basically telling every man and woman that you're that your opinion doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That what you think and what you do does not matter. So, my question there is, when does it end? When does it end where women will finally have the freedom that they deserve? But then, when will it stop where men need the freedom that they deserve? A freedom to be able to be depressed without everybody telling them to shut the fuck up like I always say. Or hearing a woman say, well, men don't really get depressed.
That's like a stretch for them, really.
Men don't get depressed. Men don't have. And I'm like,
yeah, no. I don't believe that.
you don't believe what I'm saying.
No, not you. It's the women. Like, if for instance, right?
Yeah, no. It's like, oh, men shouldn't be depressed. There's a lot of cultures where if a man's depressed, it's their fault. They're not doing a good enough job in their life to keep themselves happy. Okay, so while I'm living in poverty, sitting in my own filth because my job barely pays me, this is an example, barely pays me enough nickels and dimes to afford my rent, let alone food. And it's still my fault. Oh, just work harder. Working harder doesn't get me more money. Working harder gets me the same amount of money with...
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting?
Back pay.
Keep fighting. Another opportunity to extract will appear soon.
Okay, people either got to start paying their workers more, or not complaining when their workers fucking complain and walk out in play. When their turnover rate's 10% or more, or 98% or more, where people are literally quitting because literally are breaking the law and not giving the minimum wage.
Yeah.
Like my sister is earning $17 an hour at Walmart. Walmart's a piece of shit. Fuck Walmart. And I'm like, I'm happy for you. Good job. Okay, but then you hear that Walmart does not, if you're hurt on the job, does not allow you to call an ambulance. You actually have to drive yourself.
Yeah, that's kind of like yeah, it's like a BS excuse for a Walmart, really. It's not even an excuse. It's like a straight up like an asshole thing to do when one of your coworkers like got hurt, right?
yeah, basically. Think about it this way. Both Walmart and Disney have, I think, the policy no one either gets hurt or dies on their premises. Okay, well, that mentality gets you sued more than not. Okay, Walmart employees are really treated like utter dog water. They really are. But then, you know, everybody has to fucking remember that if someone is telling you that they are depressed, listen, please. Like, you know, you just kind of get tired of that. You just kind of get tired of, you know, hearing people say, I'm depressed, and then when they kill themselves, they're all cowards.
Yeah, that's...
Like, I like how a woman killing herself to get out of something is seen as coward.
But when men do it, then
when men do it, we're seen as cowards kill. Or if a man was to get sexually assaulted, or sexually assaulted, or barred, or sexually harassed, like, okay, a good example is Hank Hill from King of the Hill, where he was getting sexually harassed by the manager that Bob Strickland put in. Bob Strickland, fucking retard. Bob Strickland put in.
Yeah.
And then when he went to a lawyer, or I think it was either Dale or Bill, or one, no, it was Dale who said that, you know, you're being sexually harassed, like, you can do something about it. Dale brought in a lawyer. Who walked up to the lady, who walked in with her, and said, well, if you keep harassing my client, this is going to happen. The lady kind of laughed it off. The harasser kind of laughed it off and said, what do you do? Like, and then she put out a subpoena in her face and said, well, I mean, you could either take the subpoena or fucking leave. And then Strickland came back.
Extraction is ready, unless you can handle more of the enemy. That's the last of them. Objective is secure. Let's go home.
And I just... What really does bother me a lot of the times about, you know, sexual harassment in general for both men and women is that men doesn't take it very seriously, and neither is women. And I think that I think that needs to change.
Oh yeah.
I really seriously think that needs to change. And like, it's just almost weird hearing someone say, "Oh, I was sexually harassed at work." Oh, okay, that's news to me now. Keep talking.
Yeah.
If I may say, operator, your chosen warframe.
And I feel like there's just like a bring up like an excuse so that like just to get away with it. But in reality, you had like to show some evidence, right?
I feel like in general, if someone, okay, in the workplace, often I feel like if someone says that you're sexually assaulted, you sexually harassed or sexually assaulted them, I'm generally gonna say, okay, I have doubt here, so let me bring me proof and set down all the proof.
Yeah.
I want to hear it. Please, please, please tell me right now what you are talking about. All right. And then they give me examples of what this person did. And then you can... This is awful to say. You can easily disprove some of the stuff that they say. And you're like, okay, this might have seemed like sexual harassment, but if you look at it this way, this is a normal behavior for both men and women. Or like the white people who like to call hate crimes when a black person calls them out on being a racist twat.
Yeah.
And it's like... And it's like... Really? It's like, really? Okay. But, yet... Wait, what? Okay, I thought they were... But, or the people who like to randomly just call out sexual harassment or sexism. Like, general sexism does not need to be called out. It is known. It needs to be called out and stopped, but
yeah,
it's just known that it's there. But then there's a lot of people who wonder, okay, what, why, when, and where is this all when, okay, like, here's a story that I heard on Reddit once, where an American was offended because this woman named their dog Yankee.
Yankee.
Yankee. He came over to their house in England and said, "You gotta change its name. It's a racist and offensive term where I'm from." Nigga, no it ain't. Nigga,
no it ain't.
Shut the fuck up. You're making us look bad. Mook.
You're making me dream.
By the way, mook's an actual word. It's an actual word from. It's an actual word. Don't worry. I didn't just make up a word, people. It's an actual word. You're a fucking mook. Fuck off, you pussy. And it's like the comment section is great. Like, oh my god, what a pussy. Basically, that was basically it. Oh my god, what a pussy. Like, god damn. Kill him.
So that American person just got offended over a dog named Yankee.
And then everybody said, what about the Yankee Candle Company? The fact that people love the word Yankee. Yankee Doodle.
Yeah.
Daddy Yankee, the rapper. Or what about fuck. I have a... trying to think of other people. What about Yankee? What about Yankee fries? What about Yankee dogs? Like, how is it racist? You can't do... that's the thing, is that there's a lot of things towards black people that are racist, and a lot of it is just blatant racism. Where it's like, oh, jungle nose. Oh, gorilla nose. Oh, this nose. Oh, that nose. Oh, gorilla war. Fucking hell. Oh, all black people do this, that, and the other thing. Yeah, nigga, I like fried chicken. Who doesn't?
I do like fried chicken.
Like, it's like, fried chicken and watermelon are the only thing black people do. By the way, in fact, I actually hate watermelon. It's disgusting. But, okay. Am I really the hood N-word with the hard R just because I like fried chicken? No. Maybe it could be the fact that you're an idiot. Maybe you could just be plain stupid. I don't know. But, I mean, you laughing, but these are all conversations I've actually had.
Is ready.
Yeah, I know. I try to keep my composure, man.
Another opportunity.
Feel free to laugh. It's fun because stupid people are funny.
No, I didn't laugh because it's stupid. I laugh because it's like it feels like somewhat true, I guess.
It's
right?
all true. These are things that were said to me regularly.
Yeah.
Lunch at school. Yeah. Oh, would you like some fried chicken? My N-word? I would just stare at them with the most unamused look and just take the chicken. I always looked at them like, you better be lucky I love fucking fried chicken. I'd beat that ass.
I hope that person is now white, I guess.
Oh, they were.
Oh, shit.
They were almost transparent white. Like the type of white that glows in the fucking sun.
Right.
Because they like to be shiny. I fucking love that song from Moana. I think I'm gonna watch Moana tonight. Fuck, why not? These Disney movies are fucking awesome.
You mean old Disney movies?
Moana's from like 2015. 18. Yeah,
18. Yeah, oh, yeah, sure.
Actually, by the way, there's a lot of the old Disney movies I do not like.
Oh? Yeah?
Snow White, Little Mermaid, Cinderella, fucking hate Cinderella.
Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty, that one's fucking just date rape on a stick.
Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Snow White and Seven Dwarfs. I actually like the Gray version better. Because I love how they like to take Tales of Grimm. Grimm's stories. By the way, for everybody who doesn't know that Disney didn't create these. They're all from this very disturbing German fairy tale book called The Brothers Grimm.
Oof, yeah, so, Jesus.
If you, in Cinderella, okay, you know how she got the stew and married Prince Charming. Well, fun fact, at the end of the book in, The Brothers Grimm.
Yeah.
The sisters got their eyes pecked out by crows.
Oof, Jesus,
like, bagok, crows. Yeah, they got their eyes plucked out by crows. So,
and another thing, they also stole Alice in the American Geese, Alice in Wonderland.
Oh no, Alice in Wonderland's how it's supposed to be. Trippy as fuck.
Yeah.
They didn't steal it. It's fine. Hell, actually, they originally made all the comics or all the stuff from it before.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Alice in Wonderland is one of those books where you're like,
It's tripping balls,
it's
right?
it's tripping balls, but it's a good trip. It's I'm gonna say that I have had people who have read it on LSD. They wouldn't suggest it, just don't. It's kind of like watching Kung Fu Hustle High. Just don't.
I used to watch Kung Fu Hustle when I was a kid. Oh yeah, it's a good movie. It's even like better when I watch it in like
when
the dubs.
When you're an adult and you understand most of it.
No, I mean like the dubs thing.
I like the dub. I like the dub. The dub is okay, but I like the okay. I watch all my martial arts movies in fucking Cantonese, so fuck off. I love watching movies in the native language. Like, I like to watch Jean-Claude Van Damme movies, his newer movies in fucking French. Yes, he's French, and fuck the French. But, okay. But back to the racism thing. It's like, okay, everybody complains about racism in video games. Racism in video games is there to prove that racism is bad. They're not doing it because they generally hate the people that they're talking about. No, they're doing it straight up because it's the right thing to do. Okay, let's see. One instance of it is if you play a Khajiit, like I do, or you play an Oregonian or a Khajiit, like I do. I've played all races at least once. When you're a Khajiit, you get the nastiest shit from the Nords in Wittenheim, I think it's called, or Wittenheim?
Wittenheim?
Or Wittenheim? The Stormcloak capital? Oh my lord. The stuff that is said to you...
It's not pretty, right?
It's like, oh, look at the cat. Oh, look at the cat. Oh, look at this.
Oh, look at that.
What are those? Cheesy jokes aside, or like how people hate ghouls, even though all my favorite characters and a lot of my favorite characters are human, but there are very few. There's a lot of like ghouls who are like my favorite because, oh my god, ghouls are hilarious. Like Hancock, he's the fucking best. For fuck's sake. He's the best. He's so fucking cool. It's like steal from people who or okay. A lot of my favorite characters are thieves. I'm not a thief.
Reinforcements available.
But a lot of my favorite characters are thieves, like Dutch, Vanderlyn, and Arthur, and John. All of them are thieves, and their motto is, we steal from people who need stealing, we shoot people who need shooting, and we help people who need helping.
Yeah, that's their motto, right?
That's their way of working. And if you go and the thing is that that's a good way of working. Like, of course, the Robin Hood thing. The Robin Hood thing in my mind is cool. Okay, I'm gonna do this for a little while. I downloaded a whole shitload of fighting games last night.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna do them all today.
Alright.
Okay. So,
if I may say, operator, your chosen warframe suits you. Ha ha.
Ortis, if you do not shut the fuck up. Thank you.
What's on your mind, dreamers?
It's about 30 minutes of crew survival. Complete defense mission. Okay. Oh,
later.
Lord.
What is it?
Oh, they want me to do an isolation vault on the Continium Drift in Deimos.
Whoa.
And I don't want to. I don't want to have to use the keys. They suck. The
enemy
Why? Because one of the keys is like, is it like, is it gonna be like a useless stuff?
Fucking dragon keys.
Yeah. No, I mean like once you like you finish the course. I mean like.
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. But okay, so my thoughts on racism is this. Okay, without racism, there wouldn't be a lot of stuff. But then it's like, okay, a black man created peanut butter and cream. Well, back in the day, black men weren't allowed to have patents. So, what happened a lot is that a black man would drop it off at a white man's door. So with peanut butter, he dropped off a jar of peanut butter and a note saying, "Here, patent this for me. I'm black and I'm not allowed to do it." That's just the gist of it. Okay.
Yeah.
So here's another thing. If racism and ableism didn't exist, okay, Albert Einstein wouldn't have been the person he was. He wouldn't have been as famous or really as anything as he was. He had autism in ADHD. His IQ was over 140.
Yeah.
So okay, here's really what I'm going to tell you about Albert Einstein. His favorite thing to wear, and I kind of take off his style, except for I mostly wear like tennis shoes and stuff. Okay, he had his leather coat.
Yeah.
He had his favorite type of shirt that he wore. He had his... I'm like fucking feet taller than him, by the way. So I have trouble finding...
Oh yeah.
I have trouble finding clothes to fit me. So his favorite thing, or his favorite things to wear was a t-shirt, a leather jacket, a t-shirt, a leather jacket, sandals with socks. Yes, I know, gross, but he has 140 IQ. He's smarter than you. And he loved just having his hair a mess, and he just... One thing that his teachers told him that he would never be anything. And the thing is that I get people telling me I'm intelligent all the time when I for some reason don't believe it. I really for some reason don't believe I am intelligent for some reason. I think it's people always calling me when I was younger dumb, or calling me just the dumb N-word or something, or just thinking I'm dumb because of one thing I did, and that's fine. Like, I've been called a political genius by some people, and it's like, I like politics, but I don't want to do it.
Yeah. It's becoming like, it's like, hey, I get paid, but it's boring as fuck.
The thing is, it's not boring. It's you get tired of talking to stupid people.
Oh yeah, Jesus Christ.
It's not that it's boring. Arguing's always fun. I remember one time saying to somebody, "Oh, I'm a political scientist." They said, "Ew, science."
Ew, science.
Science doesn't exist, and I said, "You are so lucky I can't slap you through the internet." I actually recorded her trying to tell me that I'm my own problem in my life. Nigga, you think I don't know that?
Looks like you're dealing with stupid people, huh?
Facebook, my God.
Reinforcements available. Do you choose to leave now or continue fighting? Keep fighting.
A lot of the time,
another opportunity to extract will appear soon.
I'm like okay with just okay. I can stand racism as long as it's not harming anybody. If it's not said to anybody and it's just in a conversation, then it's fine. As long as you don't point it at any particular person.
Yeah.
Okay, it's wrong to say that, but if it doesn't hurt you or any particular person, move on. It's like, okay, it's like when somebody does something you don't like, and you complain, and you complain to your boss, and your boss says, "How does this affect you?" It makes you feel I can't work. Oh well. And then you sue the boss for discrimination, and then the judge says, "You're a fucking idiot. Get the fuck out of my courtroom." By the way, judges are actually allowed to call you an idiot.
Yeah.
My grandfather was a judge. You know
that. Your grandfather is like like a former MP and like a judge, right?
And a sheriff's deputy. And also,
Jesus.
And also an insurance person. Yes, he did insurance for reasons I don't know why he even did insurance. I remember.
Just to get like life insurance or car insurance or hell even like
no,
fucking
he actually worked for an insurance company.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what he called his job?
What?
He called it the eagle that shits. You laugh, but it's true.
Oh yes.
You laugh, but it's all true, and you almost feel like a lot of the stuff my grandfather said when I was a baby and as a kid.
Yeah.
As I become older, really makes more sense than anything. When you're a kid, you don't kind of understand, all the stuff that your grandparents and your parents do. Like when I was a kid, I always just thought the MP story that my grandfather always used to love to tell, where the dude fell into his fist, and I really fell into his fist, which he beat the shit out of the dude, for calling his partner the N-word. Okay, so I'll tell the story. So my grandfather, when he was in his, I think, like 20s, was
20s?
After World War II in a military police officer in Germany. So his job as a military police officer was to basically go get the drunk people and handle any army. He was basically a higher power police officer. Like
basically like that.
Like he was a police officer that could he could shoot you without a problem. But that doesn't mean you would.
Yeah.
My grandfather was a very, very nice man. Okay. Back to what I was saying. He was with his partner, and both him and his partner were big, big guys. His partner was black. So he walked up to this dude and said, "Come on, guy, we're taking you home. We're taking you back to base." He said, "You better not let that N-word touch me. Hard R." So my grandfather beat his ass. Simple as that. And then the next morning, his boss called him in and said, we know what you did. And my grandfather said, yeah. He basically, he deserved it. He was just basically told not to do it again.
Yeah.
And it's like things like that, you never, when you're a kid and you hear the story, you always love the story, you never understand why your grandfather or your grandmother or someone was mad. But then when you're an adult, and you have been called that same thing and have had that same reaction, you get the feeling that, your grandfather was right. And in doing what he did, and he was. In my mind, my grandfather was totally justified. The dude was a twat.
Oh yeah.
He was like, "Do you know who my dad is?" "No, and I don't care."
My dad works at Microsoft, or my dad works at Disney.
"Oh, my uncle works for Nintendo."
I swear to God, people when they got into a heated argument, they brought up something like, "Oh, my dad works at Microsoft. Oh, my dad works at EA. Oh, my dad works on fucking Nintendo and shit. And I feel like this is at this rate, it feels like it's like a dead weight argument, really. And it's not like an argument, sorry. It's like an excuse, right?
Basically, yeah, no, you're not wrong. It is a dead.
It's a dead weight excuse.
Wait. Oh. The anger I feel is insurmountable. There we go. Okay, so my build for this is done. I don't want to go out leveling again, so I'll level more later. Okay, so it is fighting game time. So first games first, I am going to be practicing in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And then I'm going to go to Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, even though I don't want to play that, but I test something.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of the time when I get angry at people, it's usually for a reason, and everybody's like, "You're such an asshole. Why are you like this?" And it's like, maybe I'm like this because, you kind of treat me like I'm dumb. And I've never actually done anything to you. Okay, give me... Okay, what the... Okay, can you quit fucking with your computer, please? Because it's fucking with mine now. Okay, thank you.
Wait.
Yeah, it was...
Wait, hold on.
It was actually controlling my computer.
I didn't plug my controller here.
You were still typing and using your mouse. So... There we go. Okay. Okay, so... Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Okay, so... And then everybody sometimes wonders, okay, then if you're going to act like this, well, why should I treat you correctly? And it's like, because if you don't treat me correctly, what I'm going to do to you when I meet you is going to be much worse than what I'm going to do to you now, which is
Capcom presents,
which is yell at
Marvel
you.
Comics.
Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
I just, kind of always wondered why everybody's like always so mad at you when you fuck up once, but then if you fuck up, if you fuck up once, everybody's mad at you. But if you actually generally do something
Simple.
good, everybody's like, me.
Yeah.
Daily Bugle.
Come out on top.
It's do or die. Fight! First attack. Maximum. Air combo. Air combo. Team aerial combo. By Odin's spear. Mighty tornado. Dude. Bad move. Mighty spark. Yes. Mighty smash. Mighty smash. Mighty smash. Level 2. Mighty smash.
Mighty smash that ass!
Air combo. Team aerial combo. Good. Crossover attack. I command you. Crossover combination. Crossover attack. I command crossover attack. Yes. Crossover attack. Air combo. Great. Air combo. Air combo. Yes. Air combo. Good. Air combo. Great.
I love how he calls him Mr. Right. Instead of her. I love how he's polite enough to call Phoenix Wright Mr. Right.
Simple. Cartilage Redux.
And I have a feeling that
The fight is on!
Try your luck against the wolf. It's do or die. Fight! Maximum! First attack. Team aerial combo. Team aerial combo. Great! Smash you! Damocron! Maximum! Air combo! Cool! Air combo! Air combo!
Oh my god! Did you hear what he called him? Mr.
Ugly
Ugly
face.
Face!
Air combo! Air combo! Team air combo! No! Great! Maximum! No! Maximum! Air combo! Crossover combination!
Mr. Ugly Face! Okay.
Simple! Welcome to the world of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, where the finest heroes assemble. Get ready for the fight of your life. Danger Room.
Fight it out!
The Iron Fist can hold back the storm.
It's do or die. Fight! First attack. Yes. Yes. Air combo. Good. Air combo. Real. Level 2. Beautiful. Yes. Air combo. Air combo. Team aerial combo.
What?
No, that was like almost at the roof.
Air combo. Cool. Air combo. Level 3. Air combo. Team aerial combo. Dude. Air combo. Akuma. Team aerial combo. Level 4. Excellent. Crossover attack. Crossover assist. Crossover attack. Crossover combination. Fantastic. Air combo. Cool. Air combo. Maximum. Air combo. Dude.
I knew he'd eventually fall into that.
Yes. Air combo. Air combo. Team aerial combo. X Factor. Simple. Welcome to the world of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, where the finest heroes assemble. Get ready for the fight of your life. Iron Fist. Great choice. Wolverine.
Wonder. Might actually.
Asgard.
They don't have like villain attack.
Fight it out!
Fair warning. I'm registered as a legal weapon.
Wanna try your luck against the Wolverine? Ready? Fight! Maximum! First attack. Team aerial combo. Team aerial combo. Maximum. Air combo. Great. Air combo. Yes. Air combo. Good. Air combo. Cool. Yes. Level 3 air combo. Real. Good. X Factor. Air combo. Air combo.
Okay.
Air combo. Wonderful. Yes. Air combo. Good. Air combo. Team aerial combo.
Yeah, I think I'll use this on Scout. No, I don't want to use that one. Because Iron Fist doesn't have an aerial one, so. All three of them are okay. Those are my mains in this game, so.
Oh yeah.
Do the talking.
Resigned to your fate, I see.
This isn't what I do. It's do or die. Fight! First attack.
Hey, good night.
Keep it in sight. Beautiful. Maximum.
Hey, good night.
Keep it in sight. Wonderful. Level maximum.
Come on.
I'm good.
Get you later. Don't get so tough.
Awesome. Air combo.
Dante.
Level 2. In your face. In your face. Yes. In your face. Air combo. Dude. Yes. Yes. Air combo. In your face. Air combo. Level 3 team aerial combo. Nothing to me. Maximum. Yes. 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 Air combo. Dante. Yes. Team aerial combo.
Don't get so tough.
Excellent. Air combo. Team aerial combo. Dude. Maximum. In your face. Great. Air combo. Team aerial combo. Great.
I really feel like there's an optimal way to do damage with this, but I'm just not good enough for that.
Air combo. Dante. Team aerial combo. Dude. Yes.
So, Okay, that's that. But I'm gonna see if I can do the same thing in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, which I more than likely won't be able to. But oh well. Maybe it's because the game's a dumpster fire.
I mean, true. Honestly, it's a shame, really. That it's been a long time since they have like a Marvel vs. Capcom game since like it's like a long time, right? And then when they release Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, it's like, oh, people are very excited about this, but when the game is when how the game performs right now, it feels like it's overhyped, like way too much, so badly that it like so burns really.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't think this game was overhyped. I barely saw any commercials for it. I didn't even know it existed. I only knew
No, I mean like people are like very most of the people who are a fan of Marvel vs. Capcom are very overhyped. Like, see the reaction of it. And honestly, I saw some criticism when Marvel vs. Capcom like shows up. It's like it feels like people are having doubts, right? And then they were right. Yet, surprisingly.
I think you're overthinking some stuff here.
No, I'm not. It's like it's coming from the people, Like only a few people that noticed like some flaws of the game.
There we go. Yep. Sure, game. But I kind of
fight. First attack.
Too slow. Go. Right there.
I'm just gonna go. We're gonna see if it's the same in here.
Ryu, I shall fight. Chun-Li.
Let's have a good fight, Ryu.
Iron Man. Only one team will be left standing.
From the game or something else?
The game. The whole thing in front of us.
Good. Air combo. Good. Yes. Don't force yourself. Air combo. Cool. Unleash. Air combo. Good. Yes. Yes. Danger. All you got. KO. Perfect. Cool. Fight. Break you. Break you. Break you. Hey. Yeah. Side stone. 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 Oh! Unleash! Air combo! Awesome! Maximum! Unleash! Got.
Okay, so me and Payne are gonna go hang out for the rest of the day. We will see you all tomorrow. So goodbye, everybody. Do your
Yeah, have a